up? It's Grace, and right now I'm gonna break some hearts, maybe? Don't know. They call me a heartbreaker for a reason. That was a joke. No one calls me that. Right now, I'm going to be talking about the books that I have no desire in reading at the moment. Who knows? Maybe I'll wake up in 20 years and be like, I want to read this, but probably not. But who knows, you know? I don't know, but right now I just don't have any desire in reading them, and that's okay. I have a bunch of other books to read, and if you agree with me, awesome. If you don't agree with me, awesome. But let's just go ahead and get started with this. Actually, before we get started talking about this, I want to just say that I'm selling a lot of my books and some clothes and some just random stuff because I'm possibly going to be moving in November, and I want to save as much money as I possibly can, and this is a means in doing so. So I will go ahead and link down my little shop. The app is called Hello We're Open, so I'll just go ahead and link that down below, and you can check it out if you want. I think I have some pretty good prices and some really great deals, so yeah. So get starting on this, I made a little list. The first book that I have no desire in reading is the sequels to the Red Queen trilogy by Victoria Aveyard. Y'all know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I don't really like that book, so I'm not going to continue with this series, but I've heard good things about it. So maybe if you didn't like it, you'll possibly enjoy it, but for me, the desire is not there, so I will not be reading it. The next series that I will possibly not ever be reading in my life. Possibly. This is a possible. It's not for sure. It's not set in stone, but that is a Game of Thrones long-ass series by George R.R. Martin. Don't get me wrong, I know they're great books, and I honestly don't even know how he does that. I read some facts about it. There's more than like, what, 20,000 names and families, and I'm like, yo, how are you alive thinking that stuff? Who does that? I don't even understand. I don't even know the names of my entire family, I'll be honest. Grandma, what? No, I'm kidding, and I obviously know my grandma's name, but I couldn't tell you like my great ancestors. I mean, I don't think a lot of people would do that, but anyway, George R.R. Martin. It's like 20,000 names and families in his head, and this intricate, and I'm praising this series saying I'm not gonna read it, but just know that I think that the thoughts and everything that goes into those series is brilliant, but I don't have any desire to read it. Maybe when I'm older, maybe when I don't know when I'm possibly able to read it. Just know that I recognize that it's an incredible series. Maybe it's just not for me, because I did try to read half of the first book, and it was just very descriptive and long and dragging, and also I had seen the show, so I knew what was happening, not to the extent and not how intricate it played out, but still I had an inkling of what was going on, and it just got a little bit boring. Also, it's brutal, and I've got a little bit of a soft heart, okay? Actually, that's probably not true. I don't have a soft heart in regards to like content that I watch, because I watch some crazy stuff. Scary movies are my favorite. But oh my gosh, not the finale of Game of Thrones, but the episode before that, I think it was like Battle of the Bastards. Oh, that was bloody and gory as heck, and my aunt walked in like while I was watching it, and she's like, wow, what are you watching? I'm like, it's not always like this, but it was brutal, and that was a little bit too much for me, which is weird, but yeah. Moving on with the list. Third thing that I have no desire to read is 4, which is like a companion novel to the Divergent trilogy, or the fourth book. It's like stories written in 4's perspective. Tobias, you gotta ruin everything with your name. 4, I was like, yeah, that's a cool name, and then all of a sudden it's like, my name is Tobias. I'm like, ah, you ruined it! Anyway, don't get me wrong, I love 4, or I loved him in the first book. But my relationship with that series is really rocky, and I don't like the last 2 books, and 4 really got it annoying. But I have just no desire to read it. I'm sorry. The fourth book that I have no desire in reading is The Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card, and not because I know there's a lot of controversial stuff surrounding him as an author, but that's not because of it. I mean, obviously he's not like that great of a person. You know, separate the the creator from its content or whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sick, man. I've had that book for a really long time. It's actually probably the book that I've had the longest. And in one of my videos, I say that it is, and I say that I'll never get rid of it, and I'll read it. That's not true. I just don't have any desire in reading it. Maybe later on down the road, but not right now. The fifth book that I don't want to read is Half-Blood by Sally Green. I know it's about witches, and I know that a lot of people say good things about it, but also I just don't like witch books. For some reason, it every time, except I read one recently. Oh my god, what was it called? It was by Rachel Hawken, I believe. Sex Hall. I really enjoyed that one, and it was fun. But Half-Blood, I know a lot of people love it, but I know a lot of people don't, and I just don't really want to read it. The next book in which I have no desire in reading is Forbidden by Susan Tabitha. And it's not because incest. Bring on the incest. That sounds weird, but I really don't care about that part. But my friend read it, and she told me everything, and it is just so sad that I just don't think that I could do it. I love sad things, but there's some times where the sadness just overtakes life, and I just don't want that to happen. And I feel like once I read that, I can't unread it, and I'll be sad for the rest of my life. That's probably not gonna happen, but I just can't. I just don't want it. But I recognize, well, I haven't read it, so I can't say it's a great book, but I know that a lot of people say it's a great book, and I'm sure it is, but it's possibly just too sad for me. And the last series in which I have no desire in reading is the Delirium series by Lauren Oliver. I know it's a series about love being illegal, which sounds really cool, I think. But I think I've been spoiled. I'm pretty sure I have, if I'm thinking about the right one. And I just don't like what happens. I'm like, why? Even though I don't know these characters or anything, why? But I know that I see Lauren Oliver's quotes everywhere, and she has the best quotes. So maybe I'll read something else from her. Let me know. But yeah, that's the last series that I don't want to read, or the last book, which is, I think that's a pretty short list, okay? I really had to think about the books that I don't really have desire in reading, because I have desire in reading a lot of stuff. So those were all the books that I have no desire in reading at the moment. If I should change my mind, if you want to just try and tell me, you know, the pros or something, or you want to tell me the cons and be like, yeah, you're doing the right thing, please do. Maybe I'll change my mind, I don't know, but maybe you agree with me and we can talk together about it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm reading a really good book right now, and I'm so excited to read it. Also, I'm watching a good anime, which I never knew that I liked anime until my best friend was like, watch this, and now I'm 16 episodes deep, and it's great. So I cannot wait to get back to those, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.